Hello, welcome to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, part 5 of Ali Mills' insights into how I cope with anxiety. So first of all, if you're new or you didn't listen to last week, I had a bit of a meltdown. I was having a bit of a attack anxiety week, and I want to say a big thank you to anyone who checked in on me after that kind of meltdown. So thank you very much for any concern. When I share from the heart, and I'm I'm very accepting of what is going on for me at the moment, and it's a practice called accepting and letting go, and it's a really powerful tool in overcoming anxiety. So if you ever see me and I'm having a meltdown, know that by me sharing, first of all, is a process that is going to help me navigate through whatever I'm going to go through. And it's kind of super beautiful for me to be able to articulate. And if I can reach one of you who may be suffering, or if you live with somebody who's a sufferer, if I can just reach one person who is able to begin to understand or help navigate their process, then it's a really good thing for me too, and it's a really good thing for you. Oh, I'm not sure if I said that right. Anyhow, I'm not going to record this again. I'm not going to start again. So, I'm very serious now. Today's session is called self-compassion. Oh, such a juicy tool. And I've decided to do self-compassion because when I was journaling through last week and I was writing all this stuff down about what's going on, it was a really good way of unpicking like all of these crossed wires that were going on up here and attacking my emotions and my body. So there were quite a lot of useful things that I could do, but what I noticed was I was negatively self-talking to, sort of, you're an idiot, what do you look like, why are you doing this? Also, sort of, you should be able to cope, you've been doing this for 30 odd years, you should be able to not go down and get this bad. So this self-compassion way of thinking is sort of like, it's comforting our nervous system. It's comforting that nervous system and bringing it into life to be able to train it like in a new way, a way that helps us access a feeling of calmness and stability. And it's also a really good way to make friends with yourself. So let me ask you, when was the last time you were a really good friend to you? And when I say that, I'm kind of, you're talking to yourself as you would do to somebody you love, a loved one, a family member, or even a pet. Your most precious people that surround you in the world. When did you last talk to yourself like that? And if your answer is, I can't remember, it's a really good thing to try and start to practice. You see, our nervous system, starts with the brain, lots of brain neurons activities, and it's like this massive communication network. And when we start going, oh, I don't like you, what are you doing that for? in your own head and judging yourself and shaming yourself and putting yourself down, like and making yourself small or sad, or I mean, who would do that really? As humans, we've got this like this crazy ability to be able to put ourselves down. We don't even need an enemy, because if you're ever in my head, what you can hear is like, "Oh, you idiot! Tap 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 tap." And once those are triggered, like this massive communication network starts firing, pow pow, pull 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 pull. All the hormones and all the chemicals, the stress hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, and of course, once those have been fired, you can either feel like you're in fight, flight, or attack mode. You want to argue, and it's really unhelpful. Really, 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 really unhelpful. So if we can, or if you or I can learn to talk to ourselves in a much softer, calmer way, especially when there's, sort of times of okayness, then it's easier to access when we might be having a bit of wobble or a bit of a difficult time with things, because that's when this negativity starts to build momentum. So at some point I will be putting on a self-compassion for hard times meditation on YouTube. But for now, if you find yourself in any kind of suffering, whether it's something in the outside world or anything that's going on for you, whatever it is, a difficult person, difficult situation, or difficult feelings, difficult thought processes, sit down, and it doesn't work all the time, but sit down and see if you can be your own best friend. How would you treat somebody that you cared about who is suffering? How would you want to comfort somebody that you love and they're feeling sad? How would you be with them? So yeah, that's my invite for this week. And oh yes, just before I go, the reason why we do that is like this nervous system pathway that is untrained. It's called the ventral vagal. It goes down the front of the body, and if we can train that just a little bit more, and this communication network by the nicely talking to ourselves, or practicing that nicely talking to ourselves at any time, we can begin to train that muscle. And so the motorway of thoughts will bring us back to a place of more peace and serenity, rather than craziness. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I'm at 9:04 and I don't want to go over 10 minutes. Namaste, have a good day. Self-compassion to you, and sending loads of love. Bye for now.